So, Night City. Legends are born, come to find their dreams. Likely than not, they end up in a body bag, if they're lucky. You all will be making your way to a club in Old Japantown. It's called The Chill. You've all received either texts or phone calls and that left messages for a gig that you've all been hand selected for because you guys are up and comers. May not necessarily know each other. Maybe some of you do, maybe some of you don't. But the fixer who's contacted you goes by the name of Ice. He's well known in Japantown as a reliable, nonsense, but sort of easygoing guy. Everyone knows that he helps the people of Japantown. He's been known to pop up night markets just for the sake of helping the residents, getting his name out there. But he's also been known to put a bullet in a gonk's head if they look at him wrong. He hangs out at a nightclub called The Chill, where when he is in The Chill, he is pretty much the big dog there. It is a place where they have brain dances and other recreational activities. It's got a DJ usually that's playing, and it's a pretty good spot to go to in Japantown after hours, where you're about as safe as you're gonna be anywhere else in Japantown. You guys will be making your way there. And I'm gonna say that each of you sort of comes in one at a time, so why don't we just start with Lily?
Oh boy. Okay. Well, Billy is punctual as fuck. So he's probably already been there for like 35 minutes, properly tossed at the bar. For anyone who'd be coming in, they'd probably see this sort of hulking, bald fellow with massive mutton chops that kind of hang off the chin. Distinguishing thing about him is he has a denim punker vest, old school 80s punk rock bands. And on his back, holstered, is a big ass fucking claymore, like Braveheart style sword. He's sitting with either a Scotch or an Irish whiskey, just knocking them back one after the other, just waiting for somebody to come up and grab his attention.
Okay. While you're sitting there, takes a little bit. You're right. If you've been there a while, see a big guy, probably a little bit bigger than you. Definitely have some chrome on him. He walks up to you and he's like, "Oh yeah, Ice is ready to see you. He's in the your waits."
As Billy stands up, he just sort of nods, and you'd probably see that half of his face is missing, and this sort of brass faceplate sort of makes up the space, along with half his left arm is also just this brass-colored chrome. He nods, and he'll walk towards the back where he expects Ice to be.
Okay, yeah, you're going through the club, and the club is, there's definitely there's smoke. The lights are going. It's got that. It's a club vibe. There's people on the dance floor. The DJ's got some music going. This is sort of more like a house, 90s house techno beat going. And there's people on the dance floor just oblivious, They're sweaty. They're in half clothed, some of them. Definitely probably some Joy Toys out there. Joy Toys, by the way, would be like prostitute. And It looks like people are having a good time. If you want to roll a perception check.
Oh boy. That's gonna be the D10 plus the base, right?
Yes, the base. So your stat and your level added together equal.
First roll.
I need to make this bigger. I think I need to update my glasses. Doing that thing where I get like awkwardly close.
Owen just got new glasses. He says now he
Oh, yeah.
sees life in 4K.
Yeah.
So perception 6 plus 9, 15.
Oh damn, Cisco, did you just go down? He's alive. He's alive.
I just saw the chair legs.
Yeah, I just saw the chair legs too. I saw his eye and then I saw chair.
I was trying to be funny here, imitating him, and the chair.
Don't worry, you were. You nailed it.
You nailed it. You were. What did you get?
Way.
15.
15. So as you're walking there, he pointed you to the good direction. So you're at the northwest corner of the club. As you're walking, you definitely scope that there's some people that are blending into the crowd, but they're not grooving. They're not dancing. They're sort of staying alert. You know, keeping an eye on things. You could figure that maybe they're bouncers or just people that are really paranoid. Don't know how to let loose for a little bit. But you make your way to the corner table, and I'm going to say go over to the next person. So, Cisco, you're in the top row.
Yep.
Yeah, he will walk in well, I guess you won't know his name, but his name is Skypo. And he walks in a little bit late, not necessarily in time, not necessarily punctual. He is a rather large guy, Samoan by the looks of it. He's got a lot of tattoos on his arms. Well, the left arm looks very clearly to be a cybernetic arm. And shaved head, scraggly beard. He wears kind of like a scarf around his neck, so you can't really see his throat. He's got a backpack with him. Well, actually, I don't know. Do they check for stuff? Do they allow you to come in with your stuff in here?
So the bouncers, as you come through, again they look you over, and they don't seem to care, but they are all armed. Like they don't hide it at all. They're all chromed out, and they all have, you know, rifles to the back, pistols that you can clearly see. What else they might have? They're not shy about it, but the reputation here is if you start trouble, there will be trouble.
Okay, so he comes in then with his stuff, and he's got a katana, and he's got a backpack that he kind of keeps with him. On his belt, there is a little plush panda about like 5-6 inches tall. That's on the left side, and he's the type of person that doesn't really want to look people in the eye when he comes up to the bouncers. He's like talking to them, but looking off to the side, talking very quietly. Just lets them know that he's here to meet Ice, and then he will just walk in and probably find the quietest, emptiest corner of the place.
As you walk in and you say you're here to meet Ice, one of the bouncers is like, yeah, he's over there. He's expecting you. Make your way.
All right, I'll do that.
And you'll go through. Again, so same thing. You know, this is a club. It's hopping. People are dancing. There's a bar. To the south side, there's brain dance chairs to the east of the building. Yeah, you make your way. It's pretty obvious as you're making your way. You catch sight of another bald figure walking in the same direction, um, to ice, and then we'll cut to Owen or Kane.
All right. Kane is kind of 6 foot, athletic build. Nothing else too remarkable about him. Black hair. He's posted up outside the club, smoking a cigarette. There's a lady standing next to him. Christy, why don't you head in there first? I'm gonna zip you. Call it 20 eddies. You get yourself something nice. Stay on your toes. Keep an eye on your agent. Got it?
It's boss. I hope the 20.
Well, me too.
I have expensive taste.
You're not gonna get nothing expensive here, sweetie.
I guess that could. Thank you.
And as she goes in, I'll finish up my cig, flick it onto the street, and round into the club. He's also wearing a leather jacket, a plain t-shirt, says Claymores on it, big sword going through his skull.
Fuck.
As you start walking in, you hear through your agent and pop up a little video recording. It's Christy going, "Hello, hello, copy."
Loud and clear.
Checking the comms, boss. Just checking the comms.
Got
Hope
it.
everything goes well for you.
Well, if it doesn't, I'm sure you'll hear. And
Sure.
I'll walk through. I'll walk up to the guards up front. Here to see Ice. Should be expecting me.
It's Ed.
All right.
Best see him. It's the only nice booth. VIP.
Cool.
We're all our VIPs.
Would expect nothing less of Iceman, huh? I'll walk on by, heading to the table.
As you walk in, you notice two bald men. The descriptions you just got. People also walking in that same direction.
All right.
Now, Kane.
Dante.
Oh, Dante. Yes, sorry.
So Dante is also a rather big guy. He he walks in, he stops at the doorway and scopes out the room to check, just over viewing everything, looking at everybody there, who's there, taking count of who's got the muscle, who's got the armaments out. Just being aware of what's going on. But he's a big guy of like Native American descent, ritual tattoos scarring his face. He's wearing a large leather Aussie duster, so you can't see too much of the gear that he has on him. But you could tell that he's got Militech, well, not Militech, but the light armor jack suit on. If he has the head, it's retracted for that at the moment, but he has smart goggles on, the smart shades, and he's just paying attention. And he walks up to the lead bouncer guy. And, I'm here for Ice.
Expected, sir. VIP section.
I walk off to the VIP section. Oh, he does have a katana at his back as well. So.
Yeah, you notice. Well, if everyone wants to make a perception check. Speed is 12.
Ooh, I got a crit.
There you go.
I got exactly 12.
Okay.
So a crit is you roll again and add to it.
That's a good question.
I think that's what it is, but you
that
can
what it
double
is?
check.
14.
Yeah, you roll another d10. with the crit, right?
Is the
I think so.
D10 to do?
And then
dam-
you add it to that. So
To the
you
attack?
crit, and then yeah. So I critted here, so I would take the 10, then roll again, whatever that gets. Add that to my final roll.
Oh, gotcha.
That's tight.
It's not like Vampire the Masquerade where you could do that over and over and over. It's just one time, right?
One time. I'm gonna say one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's only one time. I got a 30.
30.
I did that. I did that
Oh, you
Vampire
hacked me, got
Masquerade
some
where
fruits.
I staked a vampire in the back and I rolled like 5 crits in a row. 5 10s.
The
So-
dice gods were on your side.
Quick
Yeah.
question then on combat, if someone has this up, because I'm not finding it. When you crit in combat, you roll the d10 and add it to the damage
No, that's to hit.
to hit. Okay.
Yes.
So
yeah, it's just
the
a hit. The damage stays the same.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Because I was gonna say in
That'll-
this game, he'll just die.
Yeah.
You crit, you
That'll
die.
help in things like the automatic fire.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So everyone. So I think everyone passed. If it was 14, 12, 30. What did you get, Cisco?
13.
13. Okay. So
Mhm.
as you walking in, and you all are seeing each other walk in and see each other's weapons, but pretty much almost everyone in this bar is armed. So you can assume that the way they deter violence here is to know that everyone is capable of the violence. So unless there's going to be a bloodbath, everyone's just sort of armed, and that's the deterrent. If you start something, it's a good chance it could escalate. Everyone is there, and they're, they have their arms. You have your arms, and everyone's along. So you
Alright.
guys, you'll hit the booth about the same time, and as you approach it, you see a man sitting there. He's got like purplish hair. It's sort of all over the place, unkept, but pulled back a little bit. Again, but it's not like he bothered to try to catch all the hair and pull it back into a ponytail, so it's all sort of crazy with a little bit of a man bun in the back. And he's got a thick beard, and he's wearing a leather jacket that has some, you can tell, some Kevlar through it. He has like a bandana sort of tucked around his neck just off to the side. And he's sitting there, cargo pants, worn leather boots. He's got some bracelets, jewelry type style, like a leather band with spikes, classic rock type looking things. He's got his arms at the side of the booth, legs crossed, table. There's 2 guys off to the side, sort of standing, hands at their front, like just observing. And as you guys approach, he's like, "Good to see you all. Please sit. Welcome to the chill.
Long
Yeah.
time no see.
It is good to see you, Kane.
Feelings mutual. Excited to
Soon-
see what you have for us.
Dante's gonna grab a seat that gives him the best view of the club and the booth.
Poe would probably he doesn't know who Ice is and doesn't know anybody else, but he would probably grab an independent chair and just kind of take the far back seat, like behind everybody, like distanced.
I'd walk in, "Oi, baby!" and I'd give him a big hug. Sort of like lift him off his feet a little bit.
It's good
Pull
to
out the
see you,
bottle
Billy.
of whiskey that I put in my pocket, and I'll pour him a drink. And I'll sit down right next to him.
It's always good when Billy comes to visit.
Holy shit. It's Billy Brassbones. I'm
Do-
a
do I
fan,
have to-
Choom.
Do I have to roll? Do I have to roll?
Roll for what?
Well, you see, my special character ability is that when people are my fans, I can just
Oh.
make them do things.
Yes.
Billy,
I'm down with it.
Billy would take a look at you. Oh, how's it going? Anyways,
Oh,
I
cold
assume we're here for
shoulder.
something nice.
Ah, yes. Well, there's an opportunity that has come. I think, as I've heard, you all have. I think you make the perfect fit. But first, why don't we order some drinks, huh? We are in the chill. Everyone can have fun here, eh?
Let's
What do
get
you
it.
want? Quiet man over there. I know your name. Oh. You do good work.
I'll take a water.
Water. Okay. Billy, we know what you like. Brought it. Gain, what can I get you? The usual.
Yeah, but neat this time.
Mr. Dante.
You got any Habusaki in here?
My friend, we have it all. And he snaps his fingers and you see it gets the attention of someone and just briefly you'll pick up a little glow from his left eye. And maybe a few minutes pass and a waitress comes over and drops off drinks, some water. You get your drink cane neat. I don't know what it actually is. You just said neat, so I don't know.
Yeah. Whiskey. We'll say.
Whiskey neat.
Say
There you
whiskey.
go. And Dante, you get your drink. And then Ice is just sitting back. Well, I
Before,
think this... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say, before Kane drinks, can I hand him my bottle and make, I assume, a streetwise check against his style? See if he's really hip to the Claymore?
Yeah, I think that is streetwise.
So
his
what do I
style.
do?
So you're gonna look at your
For wardrobe and style?
Yep.
All right, let's do this shit. Such a bad roll.
Sorry, I rolled a 3. For a
Oh.
total of 14. So
Oh fuck. I mean, that's gonna be an 8.
An 8 in total?
Yeah, an 8 in total. I've rolled the nat 1. Oh, that means I have to roll and subtract from it, I think.
Well, if that's a crit failure, I know what
It's
that
the
does.
opposite of a crit success, so I roll and subtract from it.
Oh yeah,
I
so
love this game already.
so so you can an 8. Go ahead and roll the 10 and subtract.
So that's gonna be a 6. I'm a fake fan, I guess.
Just some gonk poser. Okay.
So you're
As
gonna pick up that he's a poser. That he's just a little bit too neat to be one of your fans.
As he takes the bottle and starts to drink it, I'm just gonna sort of glare at him like he's supposed to keep going, and just sort of punk him into drinking way more than he probably should.
I'll chug the whole thing. I'll go deep.
Ice, it looks like I'll need another bottle too.
But of course, I can get another one. Little glint in his eye again, and before you know it, there's another bottle there. No questions asked. If you do happen to have to drink another one, you would have to do the resist drugs torture thing.
I'll take this one real slow. Like I'm like sipping, very sipping.
Just on alcohol, I'm gonna say it would just be a DV of like 10 or so. Yeah, 10. Just say
You had to
10.
put that out into the world. It's always nice to meet another fan, and I'll click my glass to his. I'll put mine down.
I'll only take a sip. Business meeting.
Well, thinking now that we've had all our fun, we can get down to business, eh?
Let's hear it.
Okay, chooms. Got a simple job for you. This will be worthwhile for everybody. It's a snatch and go. Win, grab some data, out. Maybe not too simple, eh? Here's what you're gonna have to do. It's at a Saka data farm in the hot zone. It's this particular location is known as Annex Delta Charlie. And you're going
Sorry,
to
can you repeat that?
it's known as Annex Delta Charlie. And it's in the hot zone. It's just a little bit south of Old Corpo Center.
With all the past corpo espionage jobs that I've done in the past, would I know about this place?
Go ahead and roll. Oh, let's see. Let's do.
I'm also gonna want to get in on that action, trying to figure this out too.
Let's do your local expert, but this is outside unless you were like living in the corporate center. You're gonna use not your home stat, one of the whatever the stat is for.
He grew up in the corpo center.
So you'll get to add your level plus your stat.
Okay.
And just tell me your roll.
17.
Looking at that. Okay, 17. Yeah. And Kane?
So I'd add my home stat.
Well, did you grow up in the Corpo Center?
I live in the Corpo Center currently.
Well, no, you don't, because Corpo Center is a hot zone, a nuclear crater.
Then I don't live in that.
Yeah,
no, I did not grow up there. I grew up in Haywood.
Yeah, that would be. There's a new executive zone and all that stuff, so you're probably. Okay.
Okay, so that's gonna be 14.
14. All right, you both passed the check. It's the Annex Delta Charlie was an Arasaka satellite office. Not too sure what they did there, but it was about probably 6 or 7 blocks from Arasaka Tower. So relatively close to the ground zero. From your location of the chill, it's gonna be just north, just past the boundaries of Old Town Japan and the Glen, going into the hot zone. To clarify, the hot zone is gonna be where the bulk of the explosion occurred and did the most damage, and also where there's still levels of radiation. You can be in there, but to stay there for a prolonged period of time is bad for you. And
Got it.
Although there are scavs that go in there, this is common knowledge. Scavs, gangers, they go in there to scavenge, and believe it or not, they set up shop and live there because it's better than being homeless. There's buildings that no one's are using that are still standing, so that's where they live. Again, you're not too sure what Annex Delta Charlie was used for, so that's all you know.
Got it. I'll send a memo, just the name of Annex Delta Charlie to Christy. Tell her to see what you can find about this.
Hey, boss. I will do my. Ice continues. So, gonna should say for the team going have to eat hard, see what's there, have some details, and he pushes forward a memory chip or a shard, and he's like,
Mm.
everything we know is right here. What you're looking for is SSD clusters. By two. Think of school black boxes. They're, last we know, they are third floor, subfloor. We do know that this facility has the first level. It's two underground levels that we for security. There's been activity. It's for you to scope out, but we need
Is
those
this still,
clusters.
is this place still occupied by Arasaka?
From what we understand, like they have been sending teams there recently. I am going to be able to. I got an extraction. Good nomad. She'll be there at a rendezvous point. It's in the shard. Get the black boxes. Bring it to her. She'll take it. You're on your own to get out of the hot zone. Get back to the chill. You get your eddies. Fuck me. Die. Good? Work.
How much eddies are we thinking here? You're sending us into nuclear radiation. Gotta be some good money there.
Good money. Be upwards of 2,000 eddy apiece. Be more, you might not all come back.
What's on these black boxes?
No, and I don't care. You know better than that, Kane.
Never hurts to ask.
Now, Ice, this sounds all well and good and all, but
Under his breath, Dante says, sometimes it does.
I'm just taking a look around this room real quick, and I'm looking at three big motherfuckers here. And one, well, I'm sure you've seen a mirror, but the point is, you have to be expecting us to hit some sort of nasty resistance on the way in. Got any more deets?
Well, I mean, you're going into the hot zone. There's gonna be anything once you get there. Gangers, scavs. Just thinking you'll be careful. As
Must
far
be some
as
important fuck.
the annex itself, I would expect security for sure. I don't know how many armed guards, but there'll have to be some. Arasaka doesn't just leave their data laying around. I wish they did. Make work so much easier. Everyone's gunning for.
Oh, we
But
should
you
probably.
all have skill sets for this. Hey, you're in Night City. Where legends are born.
And subsequently die. That's how it goes.
The only way to become a legend.
It just
Be a
sounds like we're
legend
looking
while
at
you're
starting,
alive.
kicking the hornet's nest to the next Corpo War. Oh well, fuck it. I'll take the claymore off my back. Let's go chop some fucking heads.
Oh. Well, maybe we should like case the joint,
You might
do
want
something instead of just running there.
to take the shard.
Yeah, I grabbed the shard. Anyone got a chip socket?
Can the agent read the shard, or you have to have a chip socket?
No, you could pop it into your agent to display.
Oh, okay. I'll pop
The
it into my
agents
agent.
usually have. Do you have an external agent or an internal?
Internal.
Then you cannot, because
I'll pop it into my.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pop it into my agent.
Okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Choom, choom. Hold on. I like to see this data. Make a copy real quick. Christy comes over. She's got a chip slot.
Hello, boss. Shard.
Read this for me.
She pops it in real quick, and she downloads it, and texts the whole output of it to you, and pops it out and hands it back to you, Dante.
Thanks,
Hope you
darling.
don't mind. I also scanned it for viruses. You should just stick things in. End users.
Not the first time I've heard that.
So, you could, in theory, both of you could also forward it.
Yeah.
Once you to everybody. The shard's gonna give the last known map of this facility. So you sort of get like this digital readout into your agent as you're viewing it, and it sort of does a little 360 hover of the first level, which in this representation is it's a nondescript building with the Arasaka logo, and it like zooms in going through two front sliding doors, and as you come in there's a reception and some cubicles, and the space isn't particularly large, but maybe you go 20 feet or so, 30 feet, and you hit a back wall that has an elevator. And then the representation of the map shows the elevator going down about 10 feet and a second level that the elevator opens up to a hallway that T's. So it goes straight and then it's a T, and there's a left and right and then two hallways, and then it comes in. So it makes like a box, and then at the back there's another elevator. You see from the schematics that there seems to be cameras pretty much in most of the hallways covering it. And then you see another elevator, and it goes down another 10 feet and opens up to a large data center room that has two rows of what you can assume are servers or some type of equipment. And then at the very back end, like a NOC, so a network operations center with screens and a chair that someone would be monitoring data or things that are happening.
Any ductworks or anything like that we could utilize?
You see that there's small ventilation ducts that are going, but they are not a human, a grown man, or it would even need to be some small robotic thing maybe could fit in there, but it's not, you couldn't fit a person through. And that goes, there's ventilation from, like, if you were looking at this straight on from both sides, it's the second level, sort of goes up, and then there's two little vents that from street level, from the data you're seeing, you don't see where they actually are, so they might.
Scanning through the layout, do I see an access point anywhere for a net runner to get in?
Go ahead and do a library search roll.
Library search. Can I have Christy do it? Christy, you see any access points?
See, what's Christie's stat?
I was just looking at it. Library search, that's gonna be a +4.
+4?
Yeah, I don't have her like
so it's her
stats,
base, so it's just
that's what you have.
Well, yeah. Oh.
You have her like intelligence and such. Well, you were supposed to rule in, yeah.
Yeah, let me find it. If I was supposed to do that, I'll do it right. Do you know what page?
It's on page 156. I'm thinking if we can get into their network, we might be able to turn off some of their defenses, because I know how these corporate offices look on the inside. You get in an elevator, neurotoxin starts pouring out of the vents. things get shady.
Man, she's good.
Nice.
She's looking it over, and she sends like an updated picture, and there's a blip, and she's like, boss, right there by the second floor elevator access point right across. That should give you access. You should be able to get access to, very least, the control node camera.
Perfect. Do you think you could get in and do that?
Nice, but boss, I try.
All right. Well, that's something. Update the rest of the group. You said that access point was on the second floor?
Second floor, yeah, right across. She's saying that it's across from when the elevator doors open. It would be across the way on.
So if we can get in, down through the elevators, we could get Christy into the network and maybe turn off some defenses from there. Or the cameras at least, because we see those on the map.
I mean, wasn't this the tower that was just blown to shit a couple months ago?
No,
It was
close to it.
It would have been 15 years ago. I think that happened in 2030.
Yeah, a couple months, that's what I said. I mean, well, they can pick through the rubble all they want. Be silly to get a network up and running again, though, don't you think?
Well, we see right here on the chart, they have cameras rolling. And Arasaka's been sending more men, that's what Ice just said.
Now,
So
I'm
maybe they're
sorry if it was already said. Do we know how long ago this schematic was taken?
That you do not know. That's the schematic. You're seeing a building that's intact.
Any stairwells or just
It seems that only elevators connect the levels.
okay.
That just seems like piss poor planning. God forbid there's a power outage. Or, you know, a bomb goes off and takes out half your tower.
They don't necessarily care about the people in there. Just the data. So is that the plan? Break in, get to the access point?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
scout the building first and see what's coming in and out of it. What we're up
Alright.
against.
Fucking hey, we rolling out tonight? You got this one. Zancy is grabbing his claymore and shit.
Got shit to do. I got a show later this week.
No time like the present. If they're going in and collecting data, then we might miss our chance of getting those boxes.
Another good point. Less selfish reason.
Alright, well, this feels very hasty. I don't like it too much, but
As I said, scout first, then we go in.
Come on,
I
Kane,
like
it's not
that
too
a bit
bad.
better. I mean, the
Think of it
heist I
like a
pulled.
fun adventure, eh?
Yeah, well, a fun adventure that gets you some lead in between the eyes isn't too great.
Come on,
Get the
Kane.
big eddies.
Go bone, be bone. Better to burn out than fade away.
Suppose you have a point there, and he reaches into his jacket and pulls out like a silver case, opens, puts in a cig, starts chain smoking.
One more little detail. Make sure you contact me as soon as you get out, eh? Maybe we can get the pickup in there. Not that I don't trust you all, but priority is data. And you guys get out.
Can I do a human perception or whatever the equivalent to an insight check to see if he really cares that is planning on getting us out in some way, or are we
Yeah.
on our own for that? Would that be a
So
human?
that would be human perception to pick that up.
That is a nat 10, so that's gonna be 10, so 20 plus 29.
9. See any? So yeah, from he's being honest in the fact that the data is the most important thing in this job. That has to get out.
Mhm. So,
So he'll have someone there to get the data.
all right.
This is not
so,
a ride for you guys. And he said it also. He's like, this is someone's going to be there to literally take the 2 black boxes, load them up, and skedaddle very quickly for any response that could happen. And then you guys are going to be on foot or whatever you're to make your way out.
Okay. So we're gonna need transport out of there. If you're coming for the data and things don't go too great, we're gonna need a way out as well. Anyone know how to drive? Have a car?
I think we
Know
all
a
can
guy?
drive, just not so well.
Everybody knows how to drive, game.
Yeah, but do they know
Little
how to
things like
outrun
that, but
soccer ninjas?
in the hot zone. Lay low.
I got a question.
Probably not in the zone.
For the stats, the things that are under empathy, if you have a lower empathy from your humanity going down for your tech, does that
That stat should adjust down.
it adjusts down?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I know on my sheet, as long as you update the empathy, whatever, out of your number, it should update it on the sheet.
Yeah. No, I got it. Yeah, I got it connected to the empathy instead of max empathy, so it already automatically adjusts down.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because it'll adjust down. Yeah, that's like on my sheet, my empathy went low, so or lower, so my human perception is shit when it should be.
Right.
Alright, so we're gonna go scout it out, get in there, grab the data, and fucking run. That the plan?
I mean, I was thinking more of a hasty walk. The city's pretty big. Be a long run all the way back.
Oh, maybe for you. You got a little tummy there, huh? Alright, well, let's not sit around. Kane goes to get up.
Boss, if this helps, I'm gonna try to get transportation services. I mean, it's gonna cost money, but
Yeah. Personally, I'm tight on Eddie's right about now. I don't know how much would a driver cost. You're the fixer.
driver to go. Hot zone.
It's gonna be
Probably
pricey.
find someone. Yeah, it's gonna cost you some eddies. Not a particularly healthy environment.
Not at all. This music is so rocking out. Would we want to pool money to hire a driver?
I'm sure the public transport take you to the edge at least. Well, maybe a little bit ways.
I'm
into
more
the
talking
Glen.
for the Xville. We can get there on foot ourselves, but I'm more concerned that we grab this data, get it to your Xville person, and then not have a way out ourselves.
Well,
I
the
can't really
Expo
go down
includes
with
us,
the
right?
ship.
Ice.
Say that again.
The exfil includes us, right, Ice?
No, it doesn't.
No, it does not.
Only room for one, and those would be little black boxes.
Devil's in the details, huh?
Must be a pretty tiny car. I'm not one to judge. I got 2 working legs. I ain't scared.
Let's go get it.
Fucking hell. Alright. I didn't bring nearly enough ammo for this.
So, there we go. You guys see the map on Roll20?
Yes.
Yes.
So you could just go up and walk through streets and stuff. It'll take a while, and it is night. And then the other way would be to try to get some form of public transportation, but they won't take you into that hot zone. They can take you to the edge, get you closer.
Oh,
yeah.
fucking take the train. Y'all got a train pass, right? Assuming you can swing that.
You all would have access to public transportation as part of your lifestyle.
Right. Catch the train, get to know each other a little bit more. We all know Billy Brassbones.
Do we? I think
mean,
that's just awfully presumptuous. I've never met these fellows in my life.
I mean, I googled you before I got here. Found this shirt on the sidewalk. Thought it was cool, and then you sat down across from me, and I was like, "Holy shit, it's Billy Brassbones."
You just look people up in your spare time.
It's not too hard. I just think the thought, my agent puts it in, gives me a response. Internal agents, man, they can do a lot. Should get one.
So anyways,
Fuck
you
you.
two, what brings you here?
Talking to you.
Yeah, whoever wants to take it.
Poe is very quiet. He's just been kind of watching the entire exchange, not really saying anything. When you post that question, he's like, I was paid to be here.
You
Just
okay?
here on a mission.
You need some water?
No, thank you. I have my own right here.
Okay. You know, I yell a lot for a living, and I've been doing it for a couple of years.
That's good for you. I don't know what to say about that other than keep it up.
Okay, then. And it was
You're not
Dante,
saying
right?
much, but I think Gramps has got it going on. He's up for the mission.
Yeah, well, I wasn't bringing the age into question at all. I just want to make sure, he's feeling okay. I've got some cough drops, I think, back at the apartment. We can swing by and... No, okay, like I said, not to be presumptuous. Yeah, I guess we'll go take the train then, yeah?
Yep.
Well, best of luck to you. Don't forget. Oh.
You got you, Ice.
We'll have the weird tiny one ring you.
The kid.
Do a good job. Get more jobs.
Well, I'm still finishing my sandwich, so if...
Please, eat, have fun.
Could I get a box? Can I get a box?
To go. Oh, there. Couple minutes go by and the same waitress comes.
Oh, if it's a couple of minutes, the sandwich is gone before she gets
Oh
there.
yeah, she doesn't come immediately, but she brings a box and she's like,
Well, no,
"These
never mind.
guys,
Thank you.
yeah,
Have a
gotta do
great
for
night.
Eddie's around here." She walks away.
Anyways, thanks for the meal, Ice.
All right, Billy, it's good seeing you. I get to keep the whiskey, eh?
Oh, yeah, I mean, you paid for it, so.
Thought it was a gift. Okay.
Well, it was to yourself, and
Ah,
you share it with guests. What better gift than the gift of sharing, really?
no ice. I give to the.
So before this gets any more awkward, I'm gonna head out.
Dante
the
gets up and
door.
starts walking out.
All right, Kane
Ice
follows.
is gonna mumble to his two guards. He's like, "Guys, seem a little. Gotta unwind. You gotta chill out when you chill."
I'm gone already.
He wasn't talking to you. He was talking to his bodyguards. All right. So if you're making your way out, so what's the plan for transportation? You're gonna get on a metro.
Yeah. Get as
So-
close as possible.
So I would say that the metro will be able to take you in a ping, probably like to right around there,
Oh my gosh, I forgot.
and there's probably a station pretty nearby. There's stations all. So you're able to hop on the metro now. It's the evening hours, but the metro is still somewhat full. So as you get there, you swipe your passes. You know, there's a regular turnstile. It's not a subway though, because a lot of Night City is still flooded, and they haven't been able to excavate that and rebuild the subway system. So the metro right now is like a rail system that's above ground and is probably like 20 or 30 feet high up. So there's step platforms that take you up a couple of stories, and then you get on through there. So there's a turnstile that you have to swipe your card. You go through. On your way,
Like the L
as
train in Chicago.
what's that?
Yeah, like the L train in Chicago.
I've never been to Chicago, but probably like the L train in New York. I'm sure they're all the same. If it's a major city and it's above ground, it's all it's all. So you go through and you'll catch a train. You all have lived in the city, so you know the metro system. I'm not gonna have a roll to do I catch the
We get
right
lost.
train?
We get lost.
So you get onto the train, and as you all get into the train cart, and you find yourself some seats. It's maybe 10 minutes into the ride before about three NCPD come into the cart. They're armored in their uniforms with armored vests. This is heavier duty armor, and they have assault rifles that they have drawn and just pointed down. Looks as if they're wearing they're patrolling. Now, as far as was stated previously, three of you, I think, have swords on your back. I heard nothing of anyone concealing their weapons from where you were at. You know that you didn't have to, but here we are in the train. And they're going to see your weapons. And they're going to stop, and one of them walks up. He's like,
Aren't swords legal?
"No, swords aren't legal. Got any papers, ID?"
Officer, June. Sorry, I think you're a little confused. We're just getting out of a show, mate. Claymores.
Sure.
Come on. Yes.
Claymores.
Claymores. Yeah, that's my band.
Is there a role that you can do to turn someone or to?
So I have it pulled
Persuasion?
up. It says the GM determines who out of a group of people I meet is already a fan, if
Oh.
any. If
Sounds like a role.
and then the GM uses their table to determine where my favor lands with them, and then I can make a roll to convince them to do something. And then the difficulty challenge, or the DV, which I don't know what the acronym means, changes based off how many people I'm trying to convince.
Oh yeah, I see. A single, a group. Oh, do you know where that table is? This is where the fun starts, boys.
I can pull it up
Yeah.
if you don't have
If
it.
you
Cody.
guys help me, that would be great.
Table below.
It should be on 144. Okay, I see
Yep.
it.
I
You got it,
see
Cody?
that, but I don't see a table. Oh, a rocker boy. The GM determines. Table. Let me roll to see if
At least one of the four, right?
So the guy that you're talking to has no idea what you're talking about, but his partner behind him goes, boss, this is Billy. This is Billy Brass Bones. Or Bone
Yeah,
Brass.
see the arm?
Yeah.
Ting ting.
Claymores. Oh, I saw them live about 3 weeks ago. Jeez, it was.
Oh, which venue?
Oh, it was down in the Glen. I forget the club name.
Dingy place, smelled like urine.
Yeah, I think they
Bar,
had
but
a
not the bathroom.
neon
The bathroom
thing with
smelled like beer.
boobs. It was freaking awesome though. You guys were fucking rocking. Like real rock, not that bullshit.
You know what? That's what I'm always fucking saying. I'm so tired of this fucking corpo-led bullshit that we're getting fed down our fucking throats nowadays.
Corpos. And he spits on the ground.
Ah, man, it's disgusting. They're trying to put you guys out of the fucking job.
With
Bring
their
the work back
private
to the boys in
security.
blue.
That's right. Us lawmen, we
Anyways.
keep things good.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Billy. This here's Dante. And I'm sorry, Cody doesn't remember all your characters' names yet. Dante. So Billy probably wouldn't either. This is Dante. The tiny weird one's Kane. He's more of, he carries things for us.
Oh.
Build some muscle on that one.
Rhodey. Oh.
Fuck you. Walks away.
And then this is Dante's grandfather. Part of their tradition with the swords. You know me, I came in for the show. But yeah, we were just heading out from the chill. We just played a show.
Oh,
Sorry. I don't have any papers on me.
I would have put in some. Oh, you know what? Go ahead and do a check. So it's gonna be your charisma impact plus 1d10.
And the charisma impact is, I think it's the cool, right? I'm trying to find that right now too.
Charisma impact. Let's see. As he meets a small group, he rolls for his charisma impact rank. So that's your rank plus a d10. So you're a rank 4.
Okay, so 4 plus a d10.
Yep.
D10 plus 4. 12.
12. The guy goes, boss. I mean, it's Billy Brassbones. Everyone knows him. The sword's usually just part of his act. If these are his roadies, it's probably something they do. You should see them. They shred up there and they take out their swords and they fucking just shred stiff. Just shred. Shred, boss. Shred. Guys like,
Yeah, quite literally. It's mostly a prop. It doesn't even really cut. But, you know, we get some wood out and smack it real hard.
I'm too old for this shit. I don't care. Alright.
Rory Gallagher. Remember with the watermelons back in like what? It was the 60s or something.
I
I'm
think
sure
it
you can find some
was
DVDs with
more
him on
the
there.
80s, but I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw that on TV as a little kid or something. I don't know.
Just fucking yeah, it's same shit,
Maybe.
same shit.
Maybe I saw it on a Netflix special. Anyway. Yeah, you guys just go. You know what? Just stay out of trouble. And he starts walking away, and the guy says, "Hey, before I go, you think you could sign?" And he's like looking for something, and he just pulls out like his ticket pad to give out tickets, and he's like, "You just sign this?"
No, check this out. I'll pull out a guitar pick. 'Cause, you know, I'm a musician. My pocket's just fucking full of them. I'll just sign that.
Oh,
BBB.
I appreciate this. I really do. Thank you, Billy. Roadies.
So, hey, next week,
whole
and I'll pull
time-
out a flyer and I'll hand him a flyer for my next show that I
Oh,
happened to make canon like 45 minutes ago.
perfect. I'll be there. I'll bring some of the boys. Maybe I can get Boss Man to come. He really should check you out.
You know, there's nothing I'd love more than a bunch of cops showing up to my show. Make it feel real safe.
Well, that's good, because one of your songs is not so favorable, but I know it's just artistic, performance. It's
Well,
not...
like I said, if the corpos weren't sticking money in the
Yeah.
commissioner's pocket, it wouldn't be such a problem.
It's true.
We're all just here to help people.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye, guys. Bye. And he, runs up to catch up with his patrol. Can you fucking believe that? We just met Billy Backbone? What the fuck?
I'll look
That
at
whole
Kane and I'll
time
just
that
say,
that was
fuck you.
that
Sorry.
the whole time
My
that I
bad,
was no, it's
guys.
like the whole time that was happening, Poe had just taken a seat. Like they're all talking. He'd just gone like 3 rows back. He just took like a little paperback and started reading, not even paying attention.
He's like, fuck these guys.
And that's Dante's grandfather.
The one reading the
Dante's
book that just
grandfather
walked
was
right
reading.
past.
Sits down, starts reading. Oh, yeah, that's a grandpa thing to do.
Yep.
So the train ride is gonna go pretty smoothly from here on out. You get to the last stop is the northern part of the Glen, and when you get off, you would be probably about, I'm gonna
I
say,
see.
4 to 5 miles. 4 to 5 miles. You got to go in to the hot zone, and then once you're in the hot zone, you'll probably have an additional 3 miles or so. Because the annex, as Kane and Dante recall, it was a ways from the central tower, which was, so if it would have been southern. So this is around the area where you're entering.
Well, it's probably best to skirt the sides as much as possible, not go too deep into the hot zone.
I would agree.
But worries about that. You start cutting through scav territory, right? Cut through a building, you never know who the fuck's going to be in there.
Let's try not go into buildings. stay in the shadows. Stay in the streets.
I mean, are we like right here?
You got off like right around there.
Alright.
That's sort of,
We-
so to get to about here, that's where I'm saying it's like the 5
Like,
miles.
like that way.
Yeah, so if you go up to the beginning of that red dot or the red line, that would be the 5 mile point, and then going across to the thing would be going the additional 3 miles or so.
All right. Sneaky.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up the hood on my jacket to kind of conceal my face as much as possible.
You went from just looking scrawny to looking scrawny and suspicious.
Oh, I mean, I'm not even that scrawny. I'm just not
I
fat
hope
as
you took a
fuck.
second to pause and just like look at the 3 totally ripped dudes standing next to you.
I mean, Dante, yes, He's impressive. You got just some meat on you. You're like northern Nordic Viking, and I fuck with it, but I wouldn't say you're ripped. Just thick. Thick.
If you guys
We
are
s-
gonna try to move sneakily this whole way, go ahead and give me stealth rolls.
Yeesh.
Holy shit! Another crit.
Wow.
Roll again.
Jeez.
Oh my god. Okay, so that's 10 plus 24.
That's a good one.
Billy got an
19.
11.
20.
11.
29.
Wait,
I gotta roll d10s more often. He's treating me well.
17.
7. What'd you get, Poe?
19.
18?
Mhm.
Alright. You guys start making your way. You sort of you will be sticking to, I imagine, where there's less street lights, but you're still, from the point that you get out, you're still in the Glen, which is a relatively safe area, not as bad as, you know, any of the zones that are in, but there's still a chance for gang activity there. Stick to the low lit areas, and you seem okay for that 5-mile part, and you start reaching the outskirts of the hot zone. So when you get to this area, the hot zone is what you would expect of a nuclear disaster zone that's about 25 years old. It's you see abandoned cars that are in varying states of decay or destruction. Either they were abandoned and they look like they're abandoned, or they were freaking wrecked by the buildings that are right as you enter, they are mostly standing, but they look like they've fallen into disrepair. There's several multi-floor buildings. The lights, there are no real working lights here. There's a setup of generators and things like that power some lights and others don't. You know that this is part of probably the reclamation efforts and crews that come in here construction crews come in during the day and they work and they leave stuff running. Most of the time it's a battle of it getting scavenged and them replacing it, and that's one of the reasons that attributed to the slow rebuild of this area.
The police don't
The police do
patrol
not.
this area, do we?
Nope.
Do they?
There is no police in the hot zone. It's mostly gonna be gangs and scavs. That's common knowledge. You know, if you're in the hot zone, it's not that safe. So
I think we're look like a bunch that most of them won't want to mess with for the most part with 3 hulking guys, unless they outnumber us by quite a bit. Once I know we're out away from the safe area in the Glen, I'm gonna reach to the back of my underneath my duster, swing around my assault rifle that I had on my back, make sure that's out prominent, and my the light armorjack head pieces go into place.
okay.
So I'm fully armored up, and I make it very clear that we're pretty well armed and not to be trifled with.
Okay.
And I also got the optics too for the low light UV infrared.
Anybody else doing anything?
I'll have my assault rifle on hand too.
Probably
Nice.
pull out my backup sandwich
I love
before we
it.
start kicking up radioactive dust. You know.
I love characters that just constantly eat during the adventure. That is really the coolest thing. So you guys, it sounds like everyone's just sort of, you're getting into a patrol type formation where you have your weapons out. Do we have an order of marching order? Yes.
Just by default, I will say, if whenever possible, he will always take the back.
Okay.
And that's just like his default because he likes to keep an eye on the people that he's supposed to be protecting. And so he always wants to keep them in their field. So that's going to be like whenever they get in contact and stuff, he's always going to be behind and trying to keep us best visibility on everybody.
Okay.
And Dante's willing to take point.
All right. So Dante's point. O is rear.
I'm gonna want to be rear too. Maybe I'll walk side by side with Poe.
And Christy is by your side.
Yeah. Maybe Christy can be in front of us so that she's like.
Hey, boss,
the
I
middle.
don't think I like this very much. It's not my scene.
Oh, we just need you to get into the network, but if you don't think you're gonna be able to rock out here, I understand. You got that kiddo at home.
They do. Wait. Shot her in the head.
Oh, Christy, I'll do my best.
I'm sorry.
Dave,
I
but I heard
don't think we
stories.
met.
Oh, Christy, hi, you met me. I was there. I'm quiet. I just come in, read chips. I sent you stuff to your agent. By the way, you should put ice on them. Like protection, not ice on yourself.
I pull it out, and it's just like a flurry of notifications that have never been read. Like 87 missed calls.
One of those guys.
It very much mirrors real life. Like it's just hell.
You should invest in an internal agent, then it just talks to you and you don't have to answer. It just tells you. I mean, that
Well,
I
does
tried
too,
to tell
but
him, Christy. I tried to tell him
you
that.
have to look at it.
Billy Bassbones will take dead center, and he'll just keep like turning around to talk to people too much.
I like this Billy guy. He's boss. I thought you said you didn't like his music.
Christy.
Oh,
Jesus.
oh,
We're gonna
that's
talk
my
about
bad.
this in the next
All right.
quarterly review.
oh, shit, boss.
I'm just
let's
kidding.
let's
sorry.
let's
I
put
was
the
shooting
chatter.
this
You're not just a fucking sellout. You're a sellout to your own fucking values. That's
I-
fucking low.
I'll text it. Sorry, that's my bad.
It's okay, Christy. I don't really care that much. What do I care about his opinion?
As mine want to cut the chatter, we don't want to draw undue attention to ourselves in this area.
It's just about this time.
I'm pretty stealthy.
You are, but you're also
I'm talking to Billy Bad.
and you're out in the open. So yeah, the as you're I would say you're going through this conversation was going on. You're just in an area at this point that's a little bit more open because the buildings are a little bit more in shambles, and I'm gonna
So
say
the only one going from cover to cover, and
pretty much you were like going cover to cover, and Billy is circling around talking, and Christy's like, this guy's not so bad, and then saying, why didn't you like his music? And Kane's like, oh, for fuck's sake, and Poe's just in the back like not talking, just walking. So as that's all happening,
Dante turns and just face palms.
yeah, you like look back at the group, and then you look forward, and I'll have you roll perception. You're not going to be hindered because you have the low light.
All of us?
You all can, but I think unless you can see in the dark or darkened low light areas, you have a penalty.
15.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's Google that real.
I can try. I'll keep looking too. So you're not. I'll go to table of contents.
Oh, DM, before this kicks off, in regards to my heavy melee weapon, would that be my melee weapon stat that I'm rolling when I attack, or is that my heavy weapon stat?
If it a melee weapon, it's gonna heavy weapons. I think because it's under the ranged weapon skills, refer to heavy ranged weapons. You'll use melee for
Heard. Okay.
yeah. And if,
So depending on how this plays out and we start moving again, I'll change my combat awareness to 3 points, and threat detection gives me +1 perception checks.
now, when you use your points, do you regain them after? Are they gone, or how does?
No, they stay whatever it is that you're doing, and then I could take an action to readjust them.
Okay. So it takes an action to readjust them.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say if you have cyber optics, just a minus. We'll say a -1 for now. That way we don't up anything on your perception for anyone who doesn't have low light.
So that'd be an 18 then.
18. Anyone else want to roll perception? No?
I did, but it was horrible. So
Okay, so Kane and Dante, you will see in one of the busted up buildings that you guys are approaching as this conversation is coming, you see a group. It looks to be about 4 to 5 individuals. You can't quite make them out, but you see glints of metal, basically. And as you start getting closer, you hear, "What do we have here? Some fresh meat?"
I'm gonna pop like a targeting laser from my assault rifle and pin it right on him. So keep moving, chooms. You don't want any of this.
Go ahead and try to do intimidation.
I'll tell Christy to get behind a nearby car or any cover.
I look for the bigger one.
I
just
don't even
kinda
know
like
if
Mad
there's
Dog.
intimidation. I just said that. Let me see.
I'm guessing it would be persuasion.
You could also do the face-off. I think that's what the face-off's
Yeah, that is
for.
what the face-off. But I didn't assign you guys any reputation yet, so
You could just say 0 for the rep.
yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, they
Not
don't know us.
Not to work
so
against us, but
What do we roll?
Face-off.
it's gonna be your cool plus something else.
Do we all take part in this, or is it just like a 1v1 kind of thing?
It's a 1v1 between Dante and this gonk. Face downs. It's cool plus reputation plus a 1d10.
All right, so just my cool plus D10.
Oh fuck, Dante, blow his fucking head off.
My arm's gonna split in half. The fingers peel back, and just the long barrel just starts to protrude out as I load in. Looks like a grenade launcher shell.
You got 10.
10.
Yeah.
That's a crit, right? Or is that 10
No.
total?
10 total. It started on the 6 and then it rolled over to the 4.
Oh, got an 11.
Ah,
Tie.
Oh, fuck
Otherwise, the
yes.
loser has options of either backing down or taking a -2 to any future action made against this opponent due to fear until they have defeated them once.
Oh.
So with this face
Such a
down,
punishing system.
you
That
have a
is punishing.
-2 against this guy, and he says, "Oh, look at these gonks.
Let's
They
run.
think that scares," and you see two lasers point back at you as the two people that were with him step forward out of the shadows, and you see these guys have no shirt on, and they are chromed out a bit.
I shoot his friend.
Roll initiative.
Fuck.
This will
And
be
initiative is
Yeah,
D10
yeah.
plus where'd it go?
your reflex.
Reflex.
D10 plus reflex.
D10 plus reflex.
Yeah. Let me
But
put
I get
this here to double check. Oh, first combat. Yeah.
I'm scared.
I'm so fucking stoked.
Initiative equals reflex plus 1d10. Roll.
16.
Just in time for Samurai to drop.
Yeah.
Is that what's playing right now?
Yeah, dude, join our
Holy
listening pool.
Oh no, I thought we were in the same one.
Dante, you got 16?
Yeah.
Now I'm ready for this shit.
Oh, and if you hit the button on the right to where it says play on Spotify, you can just join it and we'll all be together.
Did I do it?
There you go. Yep.
This
Perfect.
is the perfect song to kick off combat.
For real.
Cisco, you can hear the song when you watch the recording.
That's what I'll have to do.
Friday night firefights, baby.
Kane,
Yes,
what did you get?
so initiative
Reflex plus
plus
your
a
D10
so
roll.
that's gonna be 12.
12.
I also got a 12.
Or-
Seeing what it is when you tie.
It said that whenever two people tie on initiative, they got to re-roll, and the one that rolls highest goes first.
Okay.
Rollies.
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 I got a 3.
I got a 9.
9. All right. So,
The corpse
Kane is
always
the
get it
plus.
first.
oh, what did you get?
I got an 11 total.
11. Okay. Let's see what these gonks got.
So, Michael, you got a pretty high one, right? You got 19,
16.
16.
Yeah.
Darn. Oh. Billy. Cisco, what's your character's name?
Poe.
Cool.
Oh, that should be
Edgar
easy.
Allan.
It's actually Kaipo, but he just goes by Poe.
All right, Dante, I need you to roll again for your initiative because you tied with one of the gonks.
Okay. $16.
Okay, so you're gonna go after this gonk.
Oh, that bastard.
Did he eat you out? All right. So, as you're about to pull the trigger, the guy that was talking to you, he's gonna get to do his, and he's just pulling out. It's a heavy pistol. So, theater of the mind, guys. So they are still in the building. So they're all in cover along a broken wall. So he's coming out to take his shot. And
Oh my god, this is perfect.
So
There's no part cover, right? It's just you're either behind something and in cover, or
Yep.
you're not.
right, yeah. So he's stepping out of his cover to take the shot, but since he's not holding anything, he's just gonna step out, step back in. Okay, here we go. Friday night chart. So they're about, just for reference, they're about they would be in the 0 to 7 meter range from you when you're looking at your chart for ranged.
0 to 7.
That should be the very first one because
Meters.
they're pretty close to you.
Oh, okay. I thought they'd like. Oh, I
I-
see this now.
they were-
Holy shit.
Getting that close to him. Okay.
Because you were just walking on the street and they're just on a building,
Yeah.
so that's why it's close.
What page is that table at? I forget.
That
It's
page
on,
is
170.
173.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's 3 feet per meter, so 8. Actually, put yourselves in a 7 to 12 because they called out to you. Yeah, let's use that one. Sorry, guys. So he takes 2 shots at you. The one goes wide, and the other one goes wide, and he goes back into cover. And now it would be Dante's turn.
You can move twice, or
You
can move and then break
yes,
your move action, right?
right. You can break up
And
your
then-
move action to take the shot, and then continue your move action.
Gotcha.
And your move, I think, is double what your move is. Your move stat.
All right.
Sure.
As I said, I'm going to shoot his friend behind him that also had the laser
Okay.
targeting. So got a bit 16.
So 16 with your assault rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Well, that was my. Oh, I critted!
Oh shit.
So let's roll another d10
For the hit, right?
for the hit. Yeah. Oops. So a total of 33.
Yeah, you definitely hit.
So there's gotta be more damage on that.
So for your assault rifle, I believe it's like
5d6
5d6. And your rate of fire is 1.
is 1. Yeah, unless I did an auto fire, and then it's the 2d6 times up to 4.
Yeah. But I think you have to call that before the hit, right?
Yes. Yeah. And then it's the auto fire. It's like
Takes up 10 bullets, I think.
he spent 10 bullets, and then I would have needed a 20 to hit.
Yeah, because it. But you would have still hit.
Did not work. That's only 14 points of damage.
14 points. So as you fire off your rifle, that they were behind the cover, but as it busts into it, you notice, you can see you're taking chunks away from the stone wall. Big
Right.
chunks.
And then now move behind a car.
Yep.
One of the wheels.
There'll be cars, or you can actually get to the corner of the building they're in and hide. Stand behind that one.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be Kane, and then Billy, you're on deck.
All right. So how far away are they?
They are about 20 feet from where you are to get to the.
So that's the 7 meter.
Yeah, you're in the 7 to 12 meter. So if you were to try to move up to get closer, because right now
No,
they're
I
behind the
wanna
cover. Yeah.
I wanna stay in the 7. I'm not necessarily aiming for a person. I'm trying to land this grenade in just like the ground floor near them where they're all taking cover.
Oh, okay then.
So I just raise up my arm and you just hear a deep and a grenade goes shooting out. It's a incendiary round, so it's gonna land in between them all. Hopefully they're all bunched up. Are they all within
They
a 10 meter by 10 meter?
Yeah, they are.
All right, so that's gonna. I don't know how this works. Deal damage to.
Looking for explosions. Okay,
It's on page 174. You
Sent it.
roll if you roll under the DV required to hit your intended target. The DM. Anyone with a reflex of 8 or higher can choose to individually dodge. Okay, so I'm still gonna roll the DV to
Okay.
hit. So that should be a 15 for the grenade launcher.
And
I was
that's-
researching this move earlier.
And I believe 15.
That's
15
only
hits.
that was a 10, so it's not gonna hit my intended target, but it's still gonna explode somewhere.
So you hit the 15 to hit, right?
Yeah, but I was aiming for like not a person.
Yeah,
Just
but
kind of
it's.
getting the grenade in there.
I think you still have to beat the DV.
Okay, so what happens?
I'm gonna say. We should decide now, if you meet the DV, do you consider that beating it?
Well, I didn't meet the DV.
You said 15.
The DV is 15, is what I was saying.
Right.
And I got a
you
10.
rolled a 10. Oh. So I think that means.
I think you have to beat the DV because one of the examples they were showing had it go over the DV and not match it.
Okay, if you roll under the DV required to hit your intended target, the GM decides where in that 10 meter yard by 10 meter yard squared centered on your intended target the explosion actually lands. And it instead damages a 10 by 10 square around that point.
Alright.
So I'm going to say it'll... Yeah, why don't we just say you were looking to land in front and missed, so it's gonna, like, it's almost like a dud one that falls a little short. So the wall that they're taking cover on is gonna be on the outskirts of this.
So it's gonna
explosive
land in
blast.
front of the wall?
Yeah, like it's a dud round. Like it doesn't get right. Like it gets just a little bit within the 10 meter to 10 meter of the wall. So
Okay.
it's sort of closer to you guys, but you're not in it. Say it,
Alright,
like,
so-
it like hit and bounced a little bit further down, but it'll do damage to the wall.
Okay, well it's also gonna catch everything in that radius on fire.
Yeah, so
When using this ammo, whenever you deal damage to a target through their armor, you ignite the target until the target spends an action to put themselves out. They take 2 damage directly to their HP whenever they end their turn. Multiple instances of this effect cannot stack. So I imagine the wall's on fire, and do I still roll damage?
yes, you roll the damage, and then we'll see if it.
Okay. Wow, dude, I rolled my d6s. I got a 6, a 6, and a 5.
When you
So
roll
that's
2d6s, you get to do something special.
oh.
That does crits.
Yeah, those count as crits.
Definitely.
I have
Alright,
this rolls for 66, and I only have 3d6, so I rolled 3d6, and 2 of them were 6s. So does that mean those crit?
Causes critical injuries.
Yeah, it causes critical injuries. Unfortunately, this is just barely touching the wall, which doesn't get.
Okay, well
But-
that's 17 points of damage, and then 17 plus 11, so 28 plus 3, 31
All right.
points of damage.
So you launch this rocket or this grenade, and it where you intended it to go, it hits and then bounce and skitters further down the street, goes
Mhm.
off, but it blows. It does manage to take down a good chunk of the cover they were in, exposing three of them. Basically.
Perfect. That's kind of what I wanted to do. And that area is on fire, hopefully. And I will go take cover by Christy and just be like, fuck, stay down. And my hand collapses back into a normal hanged.
All right, Billy, you are up. Poe, you're on deck.
All right, all right. So you said they're about 20, 25 away?
Yeah, unless you move up.
Okay. And movement is move times 3, essentially?
I think it's double your move.
Double? Okay.
Yeah, whatever your move is times 2.
All right. I'll close 10 feet, and that's probably about when the explosion would go off, and I'll just be like, whoa, fuck. And then I'll just take out the pistol, and I'll just blast one, or at least attempt to.
Okay.
Just bang, bang. So let's see, 2d10.
Holy shit. That was a lot of damage if that hit somebody.
Yes.
That would have been insane.
I think if you crit somebody, it also causes critical injury,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
critical injury. Yep.
Sheesh.
So that'll be a
Okay.
13 and a 12 to hit.
13 and a 12. And you said you moved up 10?
Yeah, I'm going to move 10 feet, yeah.
Okay, so the 13 will hit. Oh, no, it has to beat the DV. That misses.
Miss both?
Yeah. Because the other one was 12, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're using your pistol?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh,
Both
I got a
missed.
2 and a 1.
As you run up, you're like, "Doof, doof," and they just go wide as the explosion actually goes off as you take your shots, and it sort of makes you flinch off your target.
What the fuck was that? And then am I able to take cover after that? No, because my action was to fire, right?
Well, your move, if you didn't use up all your move, but you said, what was your move? What is your move?
10. Well, my
So
move is 5, but
So
okay.
you went the full 10 as you were taking your shot.
Yeah, maybe I pull it short 1 or 2 and take
Yeah.
cover.
And you can try, yeah, you can, you're not gonna make it to any cover where I see you in.
All right, fuck it.
But you're heading towards it.
Take out the fucking sword. Let's go.
Okay.
Gun work doesn't work. All right.
Poe,
Plan
you're
B.
up.
So I'll go ahead and kind of drop to one knee. Is there any to where I'm at? Is there any cover I can take?
I'm gonna say there's like a hollowed out car, maybe 5 feet, 5 behind you, 5 move behind you.
Okay, so I'll move 5 behind. I'll take cover behind the car, utilize it to steady my shot, and I'll shoot at one of the guys that got exposed when he threw the incendiary grenade.
Okay, we'll say it's Gonk 1.
And if I moved 5, that would put me at 13 to 25. Correct.
Well, we were in the 7 to 12. Yeah, actually, because it's meters, I have to remember. Yeah, we'll say 13 to 25. You're at the cusp there.
Okay. All right. And I guess I just use my base and a 10. That's what it is.
You're gonna do your reflex, relevant weapon skill plus the D10.
Oh, and the reflex. Oh, nice. Okay. So that's 13 plus my reflex is.
Well,
No, wait.
your
Doesn't the
base,
reflex already get added?
yeah,
Because that's the
your
8.
base should already have it. Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
the 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 13 plus 9, so 22.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. And that's
5d6.
5d6. 5, 9, 10, 13, 15 total.
15.
If you roll
total.
double sixes,
Did you roll 2 6s?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
causes critical injuries.
Okay. So it was how much? 15?
15 total.
All right, you see one gonk as the cover was blown away and you took your shot. The round hit square in his chest, and he breathes like, ugh! And that's that.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, I'll maintain cover.
So he's going to run out because he has no cover, and he's gonna fire off towards you, Poe. Yeah, he moves his full amount, which is 8. It's gonna drop him. So So 19.
Do I defend? Is it like a...
Well, he's gonna end up hitting the cover, so the cover's gonna
Okay.
take this damage.
Okay.
So he just shoots on the first shot, and you just see like a freaking bullet hole just like right where your head, like where you duck behind, just and you see the metal impact. And it's a heavy pistol, so he gets 2 shots. Oh my god, so many. 15, he misses the second shot. And that's the end of his turn. The second guy runs out, sort of was behind him, like they must have some type of tactical training, because he leaves with his hand on the guy's shoulder, and he hugs the side, and he's trying to get line of sight to Dante, but he's just gonna shoot in that direction to try to blow the corner of the cover.
Do they have to run through the fire to get to us?
They're not running in that part of the bit. So the fire, because it didn't go square to where they were, it went off to the side but broke their cover. So they're running away from the fire towards you guys, because the
Gotcha.
fire is further up.
Nice.
So you push them into you, essentially, with that.
I hope that's good. I hope that's a good thing.
That's going to be 13. That's going to miss. So 1 for fire, yeah. Alright, and then the third gonk comes out, and he sort of like does a dive roll past the, and stops at the foot of the guy that took the shot at Poe. And he comes up with his his pistol, and he's gonna do his 2 shots. Nice. Critical failure. So he goes to shoot on the first round, the first shot, and his handgun freaking fails. It jams, and he's like, click, 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 fuck, and he just throws it to the ground, and he pulls out his shotgun. But that's the end of his turn. And now Gonk Boss comes out.
How many of them are there? 4?
It's 1,
4.
2, 3, 4. Yeah. Gonk Boss comes out, and he's gonna go ahead, and he's gonna fire. He's with Dante, so he's he's focused on him. So he comes out to hit that corner. He won't be able to reach you, but he's gonna shoot at your cover.
Okay.
The 17 will hit. So he takes 2 shots. The first one's wide. The second one hits. Oh, and he got 2 6s. So that's just a crit, though. Wow, I got 3 6s.
Yeah.
Good thing it was cover. So this blows. Actually, I think the cover's gone. Said it was stone. This will definitely get faster the more we play, I promise.
Right.
Yes. So I know some heavy metal just kicked on.
No, I'm going behind the thickest part, like the wheel or the engine block of the car, whichever's going to be closest.
Well, I
closest
said
to
you
me.
got behind the other side, like the corner of the building.
No, I got behind the car.
The car's all the way by Poe. Didn't you run up?
No.
No? Okay. The car's already taken some hits, so let's see.
How many?
Car.
Aren't there more cars, or is it just one car?
It
I
was.
thought there were going to be like a couple cars.
I didn't say there were. I didn't even say there was a car. I just gave you one. I was being nice. Yeah, it's still up because on Poe is 15. Yeah, if you're with Poe, the car's getting Swiss cheesed, but it's still cover. All right, and that's the end of. Now it's your turn, Dante. Kane, you're on deck.
Got it.
Is he still in the 7-12 range?
He ran closer to you. I'm gonna say he's. For this round, I'll say he's still in the 7 to 12, but when he moves again, he's gonna be in the 0 to 6.
All right.
Shredding.
I am going to take a shot at him.
Frisco must be over here like, what the fuck are those 2 kids doing?
We're jamming. We're shredding out.
They're shredding to the tunes.
Frisco, I'm gonna call your character Popa.
I
moving forward.
critted again,
Nice.
Nice.
and he's out in the open, so that's critical injury.
Yep. That's to the body. Which one are you hitting,
Leader.
Peter?
I ain't scared of him no more. So that was I guess 31 to hit. He's so
12.
oh, that was almost 2 6s. 12 damage.
Okay, and as you take the
Alright.
shot, like you see, like you hit his arm, and you see like his bicep sort of tear, So his critical body injury is a torn muscle, -2 to melee attacks.
Okay.
I just have a Roll20 has a handy macro table.
All right.
I just use that. So yeah, you just like tear off it. The bullet hits him right in his bicep, and you just see like a flap of flesh, and he's like, "Wah, motherfucker!"
Told you didn't want any of this.
All right. Are you staying in your cover?
Yeah.
Okay. Kane, you're up. Billy, you're on deck.
All right, I'm gonna pop out of cover. I'm gonna take an aimed shot at the gonk that just got his arm hit.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a -8. So I gotta roll. So that's probably gonna 15. So it's a 15 -8. So that's gonna miss.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna take another aimed shot
Okay.
at him. Critical failure.
Oh.
Oh.
Now, you guys don't have you're not using low quality weapons. I'm gonna say you bought good things, because there's poor quality. If you crit failure, it breaks and you have to get it repaired. On a crit failure on this, I think it's a jam basically, if I understand it correctly. If someone wants to look that up while we move along. And then,
Can Christy shoot?
Christy can. I would say she's gonna act on your initiative. She let's see. She has a +4. Yeah. She can shoot if you'd like her to.
I'm gonna tell her just to move to follow me, and we're gonna go. Where's the nearest cover that we can move to?
If you're still where you were out in the open, I would say, what's your move?
My
Stat?
move
Yeah.
is that's based off of move stat.
Yeah, and
7
double.
times 2, so 14
14
meters.
And she's got 10. You guys can get to the corner of the building,
Okay.
and she would just be. She might be a little bit outside. She won't make it to the cover, but you would.
Sorry. Oh, you and your
Bye.
poor child. Well, bye.
Can't have Christy dying. I need her to get to the access point. Can I push Christy behind the cover and take her spot?
You can throw her. There is a throw.
I've already used my action.
Oh, then no, you can't.
Alright, then maybe... Shit.
So what you
Alright,
can
well,
do is stay with her and interpose yourself and make you the cover to her.
yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So you guys walk, you make your move towards the cover, and when you realize you can't reach it, you sort of just get yourself in front of Christy in a way that blocks her from the gonks that are out there. And
Yeah.
none of them would have a clear line of sight without having to go.
Okay. Still gonna dodge these bullets though. That come shooting at me.
All right, Billy, you're up.
Oh,
You're on deck.
All right, so now that I closed that distance last round, I got at least somebody within 10 feet of me, right?
Yes, you do. You
Oh,
have
fuck yeah.
you have the 3 gonks. They're sort of pretty much. I think gonk 3 sort of is a little bit lagging behind, but gonk 1 and 2 are next to each other. So
you said one of them just pulled out a shotgun, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's swing at that fucker.
Okay.
Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, but my melee's better. 13.
13. Defender's dex plus evasion skill.
Are you attacking with your sword?
Goddamn fucking red I have.
Oh, yeah.
13. He got a 13. You got a 13. What does that mean?
Defender wins.
I thought it still hit on.
From what I
You guys
read,
all look
defender
like you have
wins.
information in front of you, so I'm not
If you
gonna.
beat the defender's roll, defender wins in a tie.
Yeah.
So you have to beat it. So the defender wins, so you don't hit on that one. But does heavy melee weapon 2 attacks?
Heavy melee weapon only has 1 because it's very heavy.
Oh, it's a very heavy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So you
Let me
can.
double check. 4d6. Yeah,
Yeah,
4d6
it's the
is very heavy.
4d6. Yeah, so you take the swipe at him, and he just barely gets out of the way as it right in front of him.
It's fucking. There can be only one.
All right. Oh, you're up.
The guy that was shooting over at Dante, is he by the car right now?
He's heading towards the car, so he's out in the open.
Okay, and what's the distance on him?
He's still, until he moves again, unless you move towards him, he's in the 7 to 12.
Okay, I'll take a couple shots at him.
Okay.
The first one is a 13 plus 9, 22.
Are you using your assault rifle?
Yeah.
You only have a rate of fire of 1 on that. The pistol is
okay.
2. Yeah. What'd you get?
Yeah. 22.
Yeah, you hit.
Okay. I got 2 6s on this one.
Oh.
So 2 6s, that's 12, 2 4s, that is 20, 21. And then what happens with the 2 6s?
It's another
He's
critical
gonna
injury.
have another critical injury. So as you open fire, you manage to hit almost in the same spot as Dante, and you blow his arm off. And the arm just drops, and his pistol just falls to the ground. And how much damage did you do?
6, 10, 20, 21.
21.
Yeah.
Missing an arm can't feel good, man.
So,
As he takes that shot, his left hand kind of goes down and just rubs on the little panda on his belt.
So he is now seriously wounded. -2 to all actions. So his arm's blown off and he's screaming, ah! And blood just spurting out, and he's like trying to grab his shotgun, but it's a 2-handed weapon. So that's gonna be the is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'm not coming out of cover.
Okay.
I'm medic.
All right, so now it's going to be Gonk 1 is going to open fire on your guys' cover with his pistol.
Did he pick up his pistol?
Gonk 1.
That's the one that got his arm blown off.
No, Gonk Boss got his arm blown off. Gonk Boss
okay.
has the 16. Gonk 1 is the guy that goes after Poe. Gonk 1, 2, and 3 rolled like
Gotcha.
4, 5, and 6. Shit like crappy. So this Gonk 1 shooting at the cover got a 10 on the first shot. So just add plus that. But it's 10, 20, 21 to the cover. It's gonna. So at this point with that shot, he does blow through the cover where he can get a good shot at anyone who's behind that cover. So he saw Poe hit the boss man first, so he's going to take his second shot. And he 2, 12. Yeah, he doesn't make it. So the first shot chews up the cover, the second shot misses, and he's going to rush forward his max towards the car. So in this next round, he'll be in the 0 to 6.
Okay.
Because he moved his max. And then Gonk 2, who you attacked, Billy, you attacked him with the Claymore. You said it was a shotgun guy. He's gonna take his shotgun at you.
Oh no.
Can I see if he's a fan of my music?
You see him shirtless, so there's no indication as he levels the shotgun about your gut area and fires, and it's going to be a 16, which will hit, and 5, 6.
Oh. I love cyberpunk music. Whatever song this is.
12 points of damage. So if you have armor that's 11, you negate 11 points of it. So you'll only take 1 point of damage, but your armor is now a 10 instead of an 11 for your body spot. So every time damage gets through, your armor goes down by 1. So the more damage your armor takes, the less effective it is.
Cool, because I thought it was take 11 hit points and now your armor's gone forever and you're just
so that if it was a better roll, it would have done more actual health damage, but you only take 1 point of damage, and then your armor goes down by 1. And
cool.
If you want to say how you shrug off a shotgun to the body, your fucking Billy Brass Bones.
It just fucking tears a hole through my punk vest, which had been slightly done up, and now with the big old hole through my rocker. You can see that Billy looks big, but he's a lot more fit than you initially thought he was, leaving some room. So it looks like only a couple of pellets managed to get stuck. I just realized, rereading the melee rules, since I have a cyber arm, that my bare knuckle boxing does as much damage as my claymore.
Yep.
Sheesh.
You have a cyber arm, yeah.
Damn. If you have,
and I have the reinforced knuckles.
But remember, your weapon ignores half of the armor, while your fist does not. Unless you do martial arts, then it's different.
Like you say, if we get into a fist fight.
If you get into a fist fight, you're fucking some people up. They're wearing some crappy shit. All right, so that's the end for Gonk 2. Gonk 3 is going to move forward, and he's going to take. Actually, he was back a little bit, and he sees Christy and Kane. He's going to take a shot at Kane. His pistols. It's going to miss. So, one of the pistol shots will hit.
Alright. How does dodging work?
It's 9 points of damage. So,
how do I dodge?
there would no need to dodge because you have armor of 11,
Oh,
and if it doesn't go
okay.
past the armor, it doesn't damage.
Okay. Okay. So
So
I don't take any damage.
you
And...
don't take any damage. It has to
Oh, okay.
go
Sweet.
through the
Okay.
stopping
The
power.
SP.
Yeah.
Got it.
So he misses with the first shot, and the second shot hits you, but you feel it in the armor like, and it just dissipates. You know, it does its
Yeah.
job.
Hell yeah.
And
And
dodging
that's,
is by evasion.
yeah, it's gonna, if you
Oh,
want it
okay.
to dodge, it's a
I'll
defender's
take it.
dex plus evasion plus a 1d10.
Okay.
And that's the end of Gonk 3. We got Boss Gonk starts running. He's gonna take he's like bleeding all over the place. Let me see if there's an actual run action or run move.
Run is double your movement.
Okay. So yeah, he's gonna go double. So he just starts hightailing it. 16. So he just books it. And he's going from where he was heading towards the car. He was running up, and he's like, he's gonna get a little bit past you, Kane. He didn't like run right by you, but he's near you as he was running. He's trying to ditch into an alleyway, bleeding, leaving his severed arm on the ground. Now, I will tell you that the other guys, seeing their boss leave, are going to pull out. It's their turn. You see them look like, oh fuck, he's shit. Like, they're like, without him, they're not like or anything. But you guys all have turns before them.
I'm still gonna take a. I'm gonna take an aimed headshot at the other guy with the assault rifle.
Oh, okay. The Gonk boss.
Well, there were two guys with assault rifles, right?
They all have handguns and shotguns. There is no assault rifle.
Oh.
So the
I'm
Gonk
gonna take an aim shot at the Gonk boss. Why
Gonk
not?
boss, yeah. So he's still. He's actually in your prime, getting close to your prime range because he'll be between the 13 to 25.
All right. So that's the 15 I need to hit. -8. All right. Do we get any bonuses for aiming, or is it just the -8?
Yeah, it's just a -8. But if you hit, that's where the goodness happens.
But
Gosh, you guys are doing all this cool shit, and I'm just like, hit it with a sword.
it just seems like, for example, in this case, so you said he's 13 to 25, right, as far as
Yeah.
distance goes?
Yep.
Which means that the DV is 15, so there is no way you can do a aim shot and hit it, because with that -8, it's automatically going to put you. I mean, unless you have like weapons bonus or
Well,
optics or something like that.
I have
But it depends on what you have in your assault rifle. Is that what it is?
Mm.
I have a base 14.
Yeah,
For the
shoulder
shoulder
arms.
Yeah, I have a base 14 +1 for my solo roll, and +1 for my
Shoulder arms.
smart link.
I thought it was like shoulder arms.
Yeah.
No, like you know, any rifle, shotgun,
yeah, it makes a lot
rifle.
more sense.
Yeah.
I was imagining like a gun that pops out of your shoulders. God damn it, Cody. God, I'm such an idiot. Fuck.
I got a 12.
Ah.
Since he was running, I'm gonna let him get away, but I'm still taking that shot just to let him know.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna whiz right by his
Yeah,
ear.
it whizzes by him, and he's like, "Fuck, fuck, fuck."
Told you. Remember next time.
All right. So Kane, you're up. Billy, you're on deck.
He's running towards me. The guy with
he's
one arm?
running. Yeah, he just got a little bit past you with his full run.
So he's like 0 to 6.
Yeah, he's gonna be that close.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
Wow. That's gonna be a 20 to hit.
Yep.
So now,
And you have, if it's with your handgun, it's 2 shots. So go
yeah.
ahead and roll.
So
your
should I
handgun.
roll the damage for the first one?
Yeah, just roll both your hits that
Okay.
we get them out of the way, and then do.
That's gonna hit as well. That's 19.
All right. So you got, as he's running by you, you just pull out your gun.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him. Let's see. I want to see how much damage I do first. So this first attack is so 9 damage.
9.
Yeah, second attack is 10 damage.
Okay. I mean, he's fucked up. You get
I'm
him.
gonna.
Yeah.
So the first shot, I'm imagining he's running by. So the first shot, as he passed me, I kind of just hold up the gun and I shoot him, and it goes through his jaw, and it's just kind of hanging by sinew. And then he takes a few more steps. I'm just gonna shoot him in his lower torso, maybe hitting his spleen, liver, something like that. And then I look down at Christy. I'm gonna. Next time, Christy, I love those heels, but we probably should have brought some sneakers, something more athletic, so we could get
The-
moving a
How was
little.
I to know? You did not tell me we were going to be getting shot at. I do not. I'm.
I know you're IT engineer. I'm sorry. Things come up. You know how it is.
Yes,
Anyways,
I
shoot that
understand.
guy.
Oh, fine. She's actually gonna hit. Yeah. Let me go back to her stats for. Oh,
I love Christy. She's great.
thank you, boss. I know you love me. I am pretty good. You remember that during evaluations. It greatly appreciated.
Oh, I will. I will. I have nothing but high praises to sing for you, Christy.
Yeah. Yeah, she hit.
All right.
And so Chrissy, as she's saying, thank you, boss. I really appreciate that. Please don't forget this during evaluations. And she takes a shot right through his back, and he just falls to the ground. And she's like, convenient.
Excellent shot. Now behind the cover. And we're both going to move behind the cover.
Okay. Yeah, so the 3 remaining gonks just did catch sight of this. Okay. So, Billy, you're up.
Well, I look down, and my Vandal's patch, which is now completely gone, just a couple of green hanging threads. I'll look at my Claymore. I say, I'm trying to make some new fucking friends in a new city. Do you have any idea how hard that is? And I'm going to swing again. I'm going to try and hit this motherfucker. Normally, Billy would let him go, but Billy has to hit something tonight.
All right.
Fuck yes. I think that's finally going to hit.
Come on.
15. Wait, sorry. 15.
13. He got 13.
Yes.
Yes, you hit with this. And you will avoid, you're with your Claymore, you ignore half the defender's armor, so go ahead, roll it. This is the shotgun gonk, right?
Oh, yeah. So I got 3 6s, so I roll those again, right?
No, so you get a critical injury effect. So
Okay.
I'll roll on the table.
For a total of 22, so it's stuck in the ground as I tried to stab him before. and I'll just fucking with my combat boot, like kick it out of the ground and just right up through the inside of the leg. And I'll carve it out. And as he kind of drops to a knee, I'll point it at him. Now you need to fucking apologize.
So it was 3 6s, so
Yeah, it's total
18.
of 22 damage.
22 damage.
Yeah, the other one was
You
a 4.
ignore half. So.
I like road boss.
Better yet, I'll keep it pointed at him, and I'll look at his friend who's right next to him, and I'll tell him to apologize instead. Apologize for your friend.
So yeah, you do this, and you hit him, and as you swing this into him, you hear his ribs break. And at the end of every turn, whenever he moves more than 4 meters or in foot, you re-suffer the critical injury bonus damage.
Oh, that's right.
What is the
Critical
critical
injuries
injury
cause an extra 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Every time you get a critical injury, it causes 5 points of
5
damage.
points of damage. That's what I did forget about that too. So
Does that mean I got 3 points of damage?
That
or
ignores
15?
armor.
yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's his not armor was doubled. Yeah. It's not looking too hot. He does go down to a knee as he takes that, and the gonk next to him can't answer yet, but he will. You're asking him to apologize.
You say
Poe.
sorry for your fucking friend.
Poe, you're up.
Yeah, no, at this point, they're all either running or trying to escape, right? So,
You can see the panic in them.
yeah. I will only take a shot at anyone that tries to hurt one of the other guys. Like, if they actively are trying to hurt, I'll take a shot at them, but otherwise, I'm not gonna.
Okay, so you can hold your action to shoot.
Yeah.
But in this particular, well, you're not behind cover anymore. Yeah. Okay. Good. The car cover was destroyed, so.
Yeah.
All right. Gonk 1, listening to Billy say, "Sorry, we're sorry, we're sorry."
No. He's sorry.
He's
you
sorry.
apologize for him.
He is sorry, and he starts running. He's so sorry, and he's running, and he's going to go his full movement. So he is going to run by you, Kane, because he's heading down that alley. And then that's the end of his turn. Gonk 2 sort of scrambles, backpedals onto the ground, and he's like he said, sorry, but he can't run very good. He resuffers, he moves his max, and he resuffers the 5. And he is critically injured at this point, so -2 for everything, but he's hightailing it out. And the third...
Mate, sit down. Just stop the bleeding. What?
No, he doesn't. He's fucking going. And the third gonk is booking it too. At this point, they would be taking their turns to run away from you guys unless you pursue them. They're
I'm gonna ignore him and loot the body of the boss.
okay.
I'm gonna pick up the arm.
Yeah, so we'll say we're out of combat at this point as you see them just.
I'm gonna shoot at the guy running past me.
Okay.
Just a couple of times, just twice.
All right. The second guy, two people are running.
Not
by you.
necessarily to hit him, kind of just to scare him.
Oh, okay. You
Like
don't
I'm just
need-
shooting. I
Yeah,
take
all
2
right.
shots. One goes whizzing by his head. The other maybe hits at his feet.
Okay, yeah, I'll say that you do that. So you fire off to scare them, and they're running down this alley and just going. So in combat in Cyberpunk, you definitely have to track your ammo because it is something that gets used up. So make sure, and if your clip only holds so much, when you run out, it does take an action to reload. So all that stuff is in play. So I'll just leave it to you guys to track it.
I'm gonna promise right now, I'm gonna fuck that up so much. I'll try. I solemnly swear. Scout's honor.
Well,
Hey,
if you have a
Omar.
handgun and it fires 37 rounds in a combat, I'll know something's up.
Hey, Omar, before we get too far, and I don't need it right now, so I think it's still fair to ask, but it didn't tell me how many of my potions, my pharmaceuticals I start with. Would you know what that would be?
I do not know at this moment, but I'll find out for you.
Oh my god, we have a
And-
potential healer.
He does, yeah, he heals.
Um,
So I don't have that, but we're slated to stop at 11, and it's 10:45. So
Yeah.
before you would need again, I know I said this would be a one shot, but learning
Yeah.
much slower.
As Dante walks past Kane and he takes those shots, he just shakes his head. It's like, we still have a whole building to go to. You might want to conserve your ammo.
oh, trust me, I got plenty of ammo. I'm more concerned about these scavs running towards to go get their friends after we just blew the head off their. Well, I blew the head off their boss.
Well, excuse me. I believe
Yeah,
I was
actually-
the one that took
You're
care
right.
of him. And
Christy,
I was not
excellent.
aiming for his head. I shot him in the back like any respectable
Well, look at his
girl.
jaw. I said his head, but I meant part of his jaw.
Precision in words, boss. Precision.
Who are you to be telling me?
Oh, okay. Okay, Mr. Big Shot.
Okay,
Who
I
am
don't
I
know
to say
what.
anything? I guess I
Christy,
am just a girl. In
no,
the
you don't
world.
have to make this.
Let's go.
Don't
They'll
think
let
I'm
you
not going
be.
to complain to HR if you continue with this.
You,
But I
Dude.
like you. Don't worry, boss. Don't worry. I understand.
I take out a cigarette and start smoking.
Billy walks up. He rolled a 14 acting. I just want that to be known first and foremost. He'll come up and he'll hold his hand up. Kane, high five.
High five.
No, Kane.
Oh, Kane.
He doesn't give you a high five.
Then in that case, I'll just flop the hand down on your shoulder and I'll just walk away and let it slough off because it was the dead guy's hand. And I'll walk up to Christy. Good job, Christy.
Oh, right. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate that.
I'll pull out a single ticket to my next show. If you're not doing anything next week,
I have always
Just-
wanted to listen to your music. It should be fun. Thank you.
Yeah, hopefully you have a better opinion of it than your mate there.
Well,
Oh, even better. I thought you guys might have been.
oh no. Strictly.
She has a
Fantastic.
husband and
I-
children.
Yes, that is correct. But I can still go watch shows.
No, you can. I'm just saying that he shouldn't be
Get your
hitting
head
on you.
Why,
mind
why,
out
why
of
are
the
you so
gutter.
involved in their life?
I do
You're her
not
boss.
understand
I know
why
everything
you think
about
this
her
is
life.
boss.
I'm the
HR
one who
line you're not
hired
supposed
her.
to cross.
No, trust me, there aren't very many lines.
She's holstering her weapon and walking away, going like, and he comments on my heels, calls me a girl. I don't.
I never called you a girl. You said you were a girl
I
in
am
this
a.
world.
I am a woman.
I didn't call
Why
you.
are
I
you
didn't
insulting
comment
me?
on your.
Or HR. She,
And Popa. That was
you are
fucking
definitely
wonderful.
gonna go to sensitivity training.
Oh. They didn't hire me to be sensitive, Christy.
Well, they certainly don't want you doing sexual harassment.
Oh, we got alligator. You know I have recording.
They will hear what you have been saying.
I did not say anything about your gender or sexual.
Wait a second. You're recording your employees now.
Dude. Yes. They record all their employees. My fucking apartment
So
is
this
bugged.
argument's going on. What are Poe and Dante doing while this is happening?
Dante's was going to loot the body and pick up the gun.
Yeah,
the
so
pistol.
the pistol will be it's a very heavy handgun, but it's poor quality. So any weapon that there's another one that jammed too that got dropped, but because it's poor quality and it jammed, it's actually broken.
Okay. So that's jammed. Well, I'm gonna disassemble that one, and I'm just taking the ammo.
Okay. So you'll get a full clip off the one that came off of the boss. And a full clip off the broken one.
Okay.
So you have 2 more clips, full clips of heavy ammo, and I think the clips are...
The heavy. Well, that was when you buy it. It's per 10. But the heavy
Cartridges come with 25.
Yeah,
eight,
a very
oh,
heavy
25.
pistol will have 8 in a standard magazine. So you get
Pistol.
2 magazines with 8. Yeah, so the pistol is 12. Heavy pistols are 8. Very heavy pistols are 8. These are very heavy
Gotcha.
pistols.
And the rifle. Did he have extra ammo on him?
So the guy with the shotgun took his shotgun when he ran. He didn't.
No,
drop
but
it.
did the boss have a rifle? Assault
No,
rifle?
he had a very heavy pistol and a shotgun. So the shotgun's on the ground.
All right.
And that's going to have 4 slugs if you want. And
Is
you
anyone
can
picking up
take the
that
whole
shotgun?
shotgun. There's a shotgun on the ground. It's a poor quality, but it wasn't even fired, so.
Does somebody
Is
want the
anyone
shotgun?
picking that up?
If anybody
All
wants
you.
it, hand it to him. So Poe, I'll
I
hand
would
it to
take.
you.
I mean, I could take it if you're not going to use it. I have an assault rifle, but a shotgun would be nice if you're not going to use it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use it.
Yeah,
Okay.
just annotate in your sheet that it's poor quality because it makes a difference when it's a critical, basically.
Right.
Otherwise,
And does anybody else have a very heavy pistol?
I do. Do you need ammo?
I'll give you the ammo for it because
Oh,
I use a heavy
perfect.
pistol.
Wait,
Omar, how
wait,
many
wait, wait.
shots
Is
on
there
that
a
shotgun,
difference
or how many
between?
rounds?
it's gonna have 4. So the ammo.
Oh, okay. I have a heavy pistol.
So Cisco, it's the slug shotgun's gonna have 4 slugs with it.
Okay.
And you have a heavy pistol?
I have a heavy pistol, but I think Christy comes with a very heavy. I'm double checking right now.
Christy had the very heavy because that's what I was rolling.
Yeah.
That
All
was
right, so
in
I'll
her-
give her the ammo
Okay.
for that.
Right. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Will help greatly. I do not carry so much ammo. The boss man does not urge like that.
Christy,
Don't worry,
you
I
talk
got
like
your
I
back.
didn't buy your
Bandage
kids'
tape.
birthday gifts.
You did. I
and
appreciate
sent you flowers
boss.
on your birthday. You
when
talk
we
like I
continue
treat
I
you
on
terribly.
appreciate you. You are a
Excuse
great
me.
boss.
I get
That's-
between them.
I got you a
And-
mug.
She did give me a
So-
mug. That was very nice, Christy.
When
I
we
have-
continue on this mission, can you guys please keep it down to an internal voice level?
Oh, I can talk through my internal agent. I don't
Then
even
do
need
that.
to speak.
We
But
don't.
you don't have an internal agent.
We're gonna-
I'm okay.
Were there
Object itself.
any other corpses besides the main dude? Or did
No.
everyone just run away?
Everyone ran away.
Okay.
we might find the other Gonk's body that had his broken ribs further down the street, but I'm not looking for him.
Yeah, so going down the alleyway to follow them would not be the path to get to the annex. So you
I
just
think we keep
I won't-
moving forward.
you're
I
walking
won't follow.
towards the annex.
But that whole time while everybody's arguing and everybody's like talking at the same time, so he just picks up the shotgun from Dante as he kind of passes it to him. But he Poe stays quiet. All he's doing is he's adjusting that scarf that he wears around. Like it came loose around his throat, and he like makes a point to like really cover up, and that's it.
Since Dante has where is he? The weapon tech skill and stuff.
Mhm.
Can I upgrade weapons from poor to decent quality?
think you can, but I think it takes time.
Right. So I could just let him know, Poe, after the mission, if you want, I could make that a little bit better for you so it won't blow apart in the first shot.
That would be really well appreciated.
So weapon tech, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so page 1. There. So a cheap everyday weapon. So this is to actually repair it. To improve its quality doesn't look like that's what it does. The skill allows you repair and maintain weapons of all types. The deviant amount of time it takes you to repair a damaged/destroyed item with this skill to perfect condition is based on the price category item. So cheap every day is a DV of 9 with 1 hour. Costly is a DV 13, 6 hours. Premium is DV 17. Expensive DV 21. Expensive, so on and so forth. Wow, super luxury DV 29, 1 month per 10,000 eddies of the item price. On a failed roll halfway through the repair, you realize that you'll have to start the repair from scratch. But you can fix shit.
Yes.
So that busted gun you could actually pick up and repair too.
Everybody else has pistols that are better quality, so
Okay.
I'm just gonna make it more busted so that people can't use it on us when we're walking away.
Yeah, I'll say as you walk by, as you continue now, as you guys were arguing and everything, and Christy's on her way telling Kane that he got him a mug, that she does appreciate him as a boss. You can be walking by and you stomp it and just break it even. Just toast. And you guys will be continuing your walk down towards Annex Delta Charlie.
Yep.
In the mean streets of the hot zone. Till next time.